Muta. What am I going to say? I'm not going to say. Let me tell you what they say. Be ready for a shock. Now this is wild. If you've been watching wild animals and you thought they were wild, no, think again. This is the epitome of wilderness. This is Alice in Wonderland and more. They said, listen to this guy. In Manhaj al-Sadiqeen, the name of the book is Manhaj al-Sadiqeen, the methodology of the truthful. The liar has a nerve to have a book called the methodology of the truthful. And what is his name? As-Sadiq. And he's a liar, wallahi. He said, Mut'a is my religion. And the religion of my forefathers. Whoever does it applies our deen. And whoever rejects it, indeed rejects our deen. Nay, rather he adheres to a deen other than our deen. If you don't practice mut'ah, you're not upon the same religion as they are. Indeed. He said, now listen, the child that is born from mut'ah relation is better than a child born in wedlock. You know what mut'ah is? Oh, maybe I didn't give you the definition. Mut'ah is when someone commits zina with a woman as a prostitute in the name of a legal Islamic marriage. No more, no less. He meets her, however they meet, and he says to her that I would like to marry you for such duration of time. It could be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour, 2 days. They can choose the time. Okay, he chooses the time. And with a dowry, and the dowry may be that he slaps her. We don't know what they will do. It doesn't have to be something really fancy. And then she says to him, okay, I've given myself in marriage to you. No witnesses, no father, no imam, and nothing. They meet anywhere, they marry each other, have a'udhu billah sex, she gets pregnant, and then they go in separate ways, and that child is better to them than the one which you do in a halal marriage between a husband and wife. And there's more to it. If you go on YouTube, type Shia Mut'a Imam, and I forgot the last word. It doesn't matter, but it's in Arabic. Wallahi, this guy, when you look at him, you seek refuge with Allah from the shaitan. Just looking at him, a'udhu billah. Ishad. This guy is delivering a lecture to women. He's a single male delivering a lecture to a group of women, no men involved, about the virtues of mut'ah. What did he say? He said, every person, whoever performs mut'ah, then does ghusl, Allah will create 70 angels from each drop of water. You commit zina, which they call mut'ah, and then you do ghusl. MashaAllah, adhering to the teachings of Islam. You do ghusl, Allah will create 70 angels from each drop of water. I don't know how much water you use in the shower, but let's assume, and then he's telling him, how many drops? 1,000? 1,000? From the 1,000 drops, Allah will create 70 angels from each drop who will do istighfar for you until Yawm al-Qiyamah, and they will curse anyone who doesn't do mut'ah. He's saying this to a bunch of women. And he's praising it. What is this? This is ya akhi zina. This is ajib. It's impossible to digest this in any way, shape or form. And I'm only quoting wallahi a small amount of information. What I'm quoting is only something you can almost say insignificant, because what's out there is way beyond that, but time doesn't allow. Can you imagine, ya akhwan? This iftira. In other narrations, they say that doing so is better than doing hajj and better than doing umrah and this and that and all kinds of things. They say the one who disbelieves in mut'ah is an apostate and a clear disbeliever. If you don't believe in mut'ah, you have left Islam. He said this in his book, which I quoted earlier in Manhaj al-Sadiqeen, volume 2, page 495. If you don't practice Muta, you have left Islam. And then of course they have videos of these prostitute homes, which they call the place of, what they call it, Darul Ish. They give it a good name, Darul Iffa. Darul Iffa, the home of chastity. This is where the women go and meet these men for the couple of hours. They visit a different home. This is where you get the Iffa going on right over there. Most of the children don't know who their fathers are, and they teach them from the beginning. They say, you came from Muta. Don't ask about your father. You're a son of Muta, and you should be proud of yourself. You're better than anyone who came, in regular wedlock and marriage.